On the flip side too, you guys know how much I love to do this. The chart on the right's the inverted chart, and now I'm asking myself, would I short a GBI right here? I mean, it's kind of steep. Technically, my edge requires me to. I just, I don't like this little pocket right here with the moving averages. But I don't see why I can't enter in small size if we get a RBI right here. So let's see. Let's see if we get it. First target would be previous day low. And the biggest reason why I'm willing to enter that is because buyers are showing strength at 57677. The context makes sense. So let's see here. Contracts are pretty expensive today. Let's see here. Yeah, we got 2,100 on one SPX contract, so they're definitely pretty expensive, but that's okay. Just manage risk appropriately. Don't go full retard on the size today, okay? Just, don't, it's Friday. The goal on Fridays is strictly execution. I like seeing buyers at this level. I really do. How large is this candle? This candle's $1.09. And we're coming up to that 50. Yeah, look at SPX right here. Literally battling this level. You guys see it? You guys see that level? It's very important. Very important level right there. Buyers take this. We got a clean shot up to 58.08. But they got to take it. News at 10. If the market gives me my edge, I'm going to take it. I got to take it. It's really not up to me. If I see it, I act. That's it. On to the next. Is what it is. It's clean execution. Take the thought right out of it. Take the emotion right out of it. Emotion ain't doing nobody favors, okay? And it's okay to have emotions. Like I was reading in this book. If you're feeling a lot of fear or anxiety or anything like that, it's your emotion letting you know something's wrong. And it's not necessarily your strategy. It's maybe your position size. Maybe it's your confidence in the strategy. There's, it's not necessarily like bad because you have fear, right? Like if without fear, your hand would just burn on a hot stove, right? Like we need fear, but that's just a signal saying that we need to change something else about ourselves. So just learning to look at emotions a little bit differently is extremely beneficial. Watching SPX here, sellers definitely showing strength at 57.84. Falling back below open print. And, we're coming into that 1 hour 9, so that's really important. About to have a nice little open print retest. Tesla, where you at? What you doing, Tesla? See here, Tesla buyers pushing. Not gonna lie to you, I really want to trade Tesla today. It's just something about 0-day Tesla contracts. They're just like SPX in terms of reward, but they're better risk, if that makes any sense. You don't lose as much as fast on Tesla cons, but you make pretty much the same. Ooh, watching these buyers. Yeah, I don't like it. Don't like it. So we were unable to get a RBI right there. It looks like buyers are having a little trouble here at the 1 hour time frame as well. So that doesn't mean they can't swoop in and take this. I'm I'm just gonna hold off because the beautiful part about our edge too, guys, is that until it shows up, the market's choppy in my eyes. Until my edge is showing up, or at least going through the motions, the market's choppy, and it allows me to sit on my hands. And if we could just get better at sitting on our hands, you'll start to take way less trades, which alone is going to benefit your equity curve tremendously. So just really learning to trust your ability to spot your edge and only trade it is a perk in and of itself. It's definitely really beneficial. Okay, looks like buyers were unable to hold that. Yeah, it's Matador. It's okay to go like the full retard, right? And I hope nobody takes offense to me saying that word. It's something that my mentor used to say to me, and it was extremely beneficial. So when I was working in the test and measurement lab, I worked for somebody, and when it comes to measuring radio frequency, it can become pretty complicated, right? Like in it's not always a clear industry. You're literally measuring things you can't see. They're really tiny frequencies that you're measuring, and there's a lot of variables that affect measurement. So a saying that he used to say is never go full retard, right? And full retard just means like when you get in your head and you start creating scenarios that aren't even real. Okay, like I like to use the girlfriend example, right? Where if you're with a girl but you're very insecure, you start imagining all these horrible things. Next thing you know, you've created all these scenarios, and your girl's just like, dude, what's wrong with this guy, right? But in your mind, oh, I know you're doing something, right? Like, I don't know if everyone's been there, but that's a great analogy, right? Going full retard is when your perception in the market's perception is not aligned whatsoever, and you start doing retarded things that aren't benefiting or aligned with your goal as becoming a consistently profitable trader. This means, risk rewards gone, maybe FOMO settling in, and this is the thing, we all go full retard, but not everybody becomes aware of it. And this is why it's such a beneficial way to learn, because we're all gonna make tons of mistakes, dude. Like we're all gonna screw up. But the one that it becomes aware of his mistakes and actually changes, he's the one that has a chance. I'm liking these buyers. They're really not letting go. I don't like the fact that the red bar is all the way over here. That's not that clean of structure. But let's just see what we get. Maybe if this becomes an RBI, I'll entertain a long play. I've definitely had ones in the past that have behaved that way. So let's see. Seven, eight. Ooh, look at that, man. These guys are not letting go. Right off open print. Ooh, give me an RBI right here. That would be so beautiful. That would be glorious. Come on, mate. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Another thing is, learn to lighten up a little. This is a very stressful game. So just learn to lighten up. Not everything's as important as it seems. If we have a losing trade, it's okay. Last Friday we had a losing trade, and then we ended up finishing the week crazy good. So once again, it's it's certain things you can control and others not so much. So just staying focused on what I can control. If my edge presents, I'm gonna act on it. If it doesn't present, which opportunities am I willing to take? It's got to be rational. It's got to make sense. And, at the end of the day, just don't be trading so much size that you're going to, ruin your Memorial Day over it. I got an eye on a long right here. If we break, let's see here, 57730. I'll enter in this with light size. I'm going to go light. Could always add into the trade. Once again, the reason why I want to get in this, if we get an RBI, is because this level is important, right? It's a very important level. Okay, boom, boom. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, I am in this. Entering that long, pretty light size. My stop's going right below open print. So let's see here what we get. Now we are below the 1 hour. It's pretty touchy, but we got clean risk right here below this candle. So I'm really not risking a lot here. I got a 576 stop. We hit 576. I got to cut this trade. Below that 1 hour, it's touchy. It really is. Obviously you guys could see the way the sellers tried to step up there. But once again, we're going to play the RBI and what it's telling us. Let's see what we get. Yeah, Matador. Most of my clients actually recommend the text commentary just because it's they work, that not everybody can listen. And not only that, I don't necessarily recommend always being in front of the screen. So, trading's one of those things, the more you stare at it, the crazier it'll get. So, it's not like, we could always do more lives. But as far as just, like, I don't sit in front of my computer all day. Ooh, what's going on? What's going on? Probably getting some crazy news. This is a pretty serious battle here. Let's see if it could pull through. I don't like us below that 1 hour. But this is our strategy. We got a moving average cross off open print, clean RBI. I got to take that. I got to go for it. SPX is looking bearish as all hell. That's why we entered into this small. All right, we got 30 seconds left on this candle. Let's see what buyers do. SPX is it's definitely looking a little bearish. Rejecting open print there on SPX. Let's see what we get. Alright, let's see if they can hold here. Getting some pushback here at 57677. We got to break that level. If we break that level, we're going to get a nice pop, guys. Let's see if it can happen. Let's get the push. Once again, just trust in the strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was our goal today. Clean execution. You know what I'm saying? It's not emotional. It's just clean execution. Very clean. Got the stop below open print. And the important thing to remember here is there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do other than stopping out when you're supposed to. That's it. Like, that's it. That's literally all you could do at all times. That is it. If buyers push through this, though, I mean, we could definitely get a nice push. We're just getting a little pushback at this level, but this is a healthy battle here. It's a healthy battle. Look at the volume on the candle before it. I mean, you got to take that. You got to. If I didn't take that, I'd be a fraud. You just got to trust it. Yeah, the biggest thing here is that 1 hour is kind of giving us some pushback, which makes a lot of sense. But it's definitely a clean setup. The cloud is still intact. Let's see. This is where the EMA cloud serves me a lot. It keeps me objective, okay? If this does not hold, that's an easy way for me to understand I am on the wrong side of the trend and I need to get out, right? So I'm gonna keep it that simple. We break below open print. I'm exiting out of this position. News is in what? Let's see here. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So, I mean, this could go either way. I recommend, if anybody's in this trade, have your stop ready, because this could go either way. Once again, never put yourself in a position that you can't handle the loss. And let's see here. Definitely getting some. Let's see. Dude, what a battle. What a battle right here. This is intense. See here, we got 30 seconds left on this candle. You know, I wouldn't want to trade the Friday any other way. We're in a setup right before news. I got my stop loss exactly where it needs to be. It is what it is. Let's see what we get here. I don't recommend doing this, but you guys know me. When I see my edge, I have to take it. So let's see what we get here. All right. Can they push? Let's see. Again, we're battling here at that 1 hour. SPX is showing a little bit of strength. Look at this. Let's get the push. First target's going to be high of day, but we'll see how it unravels. SPX pops above that level, we're gonna get a strong push to the upside. But we got to get above it. Very nice. Let's see if buyers can hold this. Nice push here. Once again, just trusting the edge, dude. I mean, that's literally all we could do. Is just follow the edge. If it's the emotion that turns us into, that makes us go the full retard. Right? You got to have a repeatable approach that no matter what, you pull the trigger. And that's what we did today. I necessarily, didn't feel too comfortable longing the market after that massive move down, but the edge told me to. I didn't feel comfortable longing the market after that crazy sell-off in pre-market, but the edge told me to. Right? So once again, like just using that to make decisions instead of emotion is the number one key in this game. Because when we go to size up, that's the sort of stuff we have to think about. Tesla coming up here to open print. This is very important. Definitely getting a little pushback here. Buyers are trying. Let's see what we get. I mean, buyers take this level. It only makes sense. We're going to go to previous day low. So now this gray box is my stop loss. Basically, this is the area that I got to be willing to hold through for the edge to see itself through. This 1 hour trend is so important. I really don't. It's one of those things, right? You're lining right up with the 1 hour trend. But this is the thing. If buyers take this, we could get a really healthy move up. Now it's, there we go. Very nice push. Very nice push. Let's get it. Coming up on that 50. I like seeing that. That looks good to me. I like that. What that's telling me is that the RBI held, right? The red bar that was ignored held, and now we're getting lovely price action to the upside. Bam. All right, but we're coming into that 50. Okay, we're not there yet. We're just getting started. Noticing the trend. Okay, trend is healthy. Getting a lot of volume. Cloud is green. Okay, these are things I just like to remind myself, right? Because you got to stay objective. I got to be willing to hold through a pullback. Okay, I probably could put my stop right below the previous candle at this point, but we'll talk about that if it comes to that. Tesla is still having some trouble here off open print. Once again, it's not that serious. I'm constantly reminding myself that it's just not that serious. It's not. We're all gonna wake up tomorrow better traders. Look at that push from SPX. This looks beautiful, guys. We're above that shitty level right there of 5784. Here comes the push. Let's get that push. Let's see. Wait. Why is SPX so much further down than SPY? Interesting. You got to let the market pay you, okay? Let's see. We're about 10 cents away from a dollar move. Coming into that 50. But I'm watching the trend. Okay? That 5-minute trend is very important to me. I like seeing price come into it and then buyers respecting it. Not a bad spot to scale if you want. I'm gonna let mine run. I'm trading lower size and I just really want to just execute really well today, so it's okay. I'm gonna let mine run. Watching SPX is also a great tool. It just kind of, you know, clarifies everything a little bit more. There's no pre-market data. It's just level to level. But being above this level, guys, is very bullish. It is. This 576. That tells me sellers failed. They literally failed. So let's see. Got some good plans with my daughter this weekend, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to take her to Get Air. We're going to do some jumping, some bounce house, some crazy stuff. Yeah, that's the best thing about having a 6-year-old is all the fun you get to have with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally get to turn 6 again. So now I'm just watching to see how price reacts to the moving average. You guys see it came into it. We're seeing buyers trying to defend it right here. This is important, okay? This is what we call trade management. We got to be able to manage our positions, right? We can't just get quick pops to become profitable. We got to let these things run, and that means be willing to hold through a pullback. Like it's part of the game. I like to watch the candle, never the ticker. Okay, I never watch this, and the P&L, right? There's no P&L on my screen. I'm literally just watching price. This keeps me just zeroed in at the present moment of the information that I can control. Okay, if my P&L is fluctuating up and down, right? Like, you know, that's just gonna cause me to make irrational decisions, right? I want to stay focused on what actually matters, and that's the candle. Right, I want to see how it's reacting to the moving average. We're coming into the 50, so it makes a little sense that we're getting a little pushback here. But the trend is somewhat healthy, right? So you know, I'm gonna. That's okay. I'm gonna watch it. Maybe we can get another RBI here. That'd be sick. Another RBI here. That'd be really cool. I don't like how far away the moving average is here on SPX, but let's see what we get.